guys, so today I'm coming to you with my Sephora Vib haul. I'm slightly late in uploading this, but I have been waiting on another order to come in and just a few little more bits just so I can put everything together and kind of mishmash into one haul. So if you guys want to see what I picked up, then just keep watching. The first one I picked up was this Kat Von D Shade and Light Eye Palette. It looks like this. It is basically in the same packaging and it is just an array of all matte eyeshadows. I don't own a palette that is all matte eyeshadows. You guys know I'm a big lover of shimmery or foiled eyeshadows, so this was totally different for me. And when I saw it, I was like, I have to have it because not only does it have your warm tones on this side, in the middle there's a quadrant of cool tones, and then you have more neutral tones here, which is really nice because you can create a variety of different looks, and matte eyeshadows are so versatile. I actually busted it open and played around with it for the first time today just because I wanted to see how it performed. They kick up a lot of powder, kind of like the contour palette does, but everything's very blendable and pigmented, so they are great shadows, and I think this is definitely something a little bit different for me, and with 15% off, it was actually a pretty reasonable price, in my opinion, for a palette. Next, I guess we might as well stick with eye products. This is something that all of you guys recommended to me because I've been struggling with finding a great black eyeliner that stays on the waterline, so I definitely knew this was the first thing I put in my cart when I heard there was going to be a sale. This is the Marc Jacobs Highliner. I can't tell you guys how many of you guys in the comments have said that I need to try this because it is super black, it's super dark, it's creamy, and it stays on the waterline for days. It's really hard to remove, and it's what I'm wearing on my waterlines today. I used it for the first time, so let me check because it's been on my waterlines for a little while now. It is very creamy, it is very black, which I like, and for the most part it has stayed on my waterline. It's worn off a little bit on the outer corner here, but this is my favorite, I want to say, out of the eyeliners that I've been using lately. Moving on to face products, I always like to pick up a foundation when it's a sale or a VIB sale, just because foundations are super expensive, and if I can save any money then I will. So I picked up this one here. This is the Laura Mercier Smooth Finish Flawless Fluid. I've been wanting to try something a little bit lighter, a little bit more natural and less heavy on the skin with spring and summer and the hotter seasons coming up, especially since I am going on a vacation to Florida where it's going to be extra hot and humid as well. So I do love my NARS All Day Luminous Foundation and YSL Fusion Ink, and I don't find them super heavy on the skin, but I do know that when it gets very hot and humid out, you do kind of feel them sitting on the skin. So reading on Sephora, this seemed amazing. It's very liquidy, like you can hear, oh, my arm fat's jiggling back at you, but it's very liquidy. You can hear it kind of shaking up. I was actually color matched for this at Nordstrom, and she put it all on my face, on a bare face. She didn't powder it or anything like that, and it was really and truly amazing. It was a hot day. The foundation did not oxidize. It lasted for a very long time without a powder. I would say I wore it for 6 hours and I wasn't shiny. It still looked like natural skin. The coverage was really, really good for just one light layer, and it's a buildable foundation. I think it gave me medium coverage, and it felt very weightless on the skin, so it is just what I'm looking for. And for me, if a foundation performs really well and it's not powdered, that is even better for me because I always usually will use a little translucent powder in the T-zone. So I can't wait to give this one another go on my own. And then as I was checking out, I totally saw this, and this is the Smashbox Primer Water. So this is a smaller size. I guess it's a travel version, but it is 1 ounce, which is pretty big, and it was only $15. So I figured, let me try, because honestly, like when I think of this, it literally just looks like water in a bottle. Like this could just be bottled tap water and we're spraying it on our face and we're like, oh my god, it's a miracle. So yeah, this is supposed to be a primer, a skin refresher, all of that. So I'm excited to see how this works because everyone and their mother has this, and so now I have it too. I just need to be a little sheep and jump up the cliff and follow everyone. So then I went ahead and picked up 2 blushes, one from Becca, one from Clinique. This one I'm wearing today. This is Becca Mineral Blush. This is in the shade Flowerchild. Becca blushes are like the cutest things ever. They are so tiny. I own one other Damselfly, but I have wanted this one for the longest time, and it's always either been sold out or I just haven't wanted to order online because I can't get Becca in person. But this is totally a me color. It is basically a peachy pink with kind of a gold shimmer to it. They are nicely pigmented, but it's more of a soft pigmentation, so the blush is more of a buildable blush. It's not going to go on and look overdone ever. You can totally build it up for a very natural flush, but it's very soft and silky, and it will kick up a lot of powder, but it diffuses beautifully on the cheek. So Flowerchild is what I am wearing today as my blush, and it is just that beautiful peachy pink color, but not as strong as something like NARS Orgasm or anything like that. And then the second blush I got is from Clinique. It's one of their cheek Cheek Pop blushes. And fun fact, Clinique actually used to be the first high-end brand that I ever wore for any makeup brand. I always in high school used to wear Clinique eyeliner, mascara, and a blush and a lip gloss to school when I started wearing makeup at like 15, 16. That's what it was, so it's kind of like a throwback for me. So this is one of their Cheek Pop blushes in the shade number 1, Ginger Pop. The floral design is so freaking cute, but Ginger Pop is kind of like an apricot terracotta color. It does have definite pink tones to it. It's pink, it's peach, and it's got a little bit of a brown undertone, like a reddish terracotta peach. I think when it comes to summertime and you have a nice tan going on, this is going to be beautiful because the kind of reddish terracotta tones are going to like enhance that tan, and you're going to look bronzy and glowy. And I just mean, it was just too pretty to pass up. And then I kind of don't even know why I got this next thing. Well, I do know why I got it, because every time I go to make a Sephora order, this has been sold out for months. And even though now it's spring and summer and this isn't a color I'm necessarily going to be wearing 24/7, it was in stock and it was still in my cart, and I was like, okay, I might as well get it. This is the Kat Von D Everlasting Liquid Lipstick in the infamous shade Lolita. When I'm looking at this, it reminds me a lot of Stila Patina, but maybe a little bit darker. This is just a liquid lipstick. I love liquid lipsticks. I am wearing a liquid lipstick today. They just last all the time, which is great for someone like me who doesn't like to reapply. And this is just that classic, I hate to say it, Kylie Jenner dusty mauve color, so I'm super excited. Another thing that I always like to get from the Sephora Vib sale are skincare items. One thing that I've hauled multiple times on my channel that I actually needed another one of, and sorry for sick of me talking about it, is my Fresh Sea Breeze Moisturizing Face Oil. This is a holy grail product for me. I can never be without it, and when I am, like I was for the last 2 weeks, I noticed the biggest difference. This is basically just a face oil. If you have dry skin like I do, my skin is as dry as the Sahara Desert. When I wash my face at night, I like to use 1 or 2 drops of this and just smooth it on my face, and instantly my face doesn't feel tight or anything. It doesn't have any dry flakes, and in the morning my skin is very hydrated, so when my makeup goes on a lot better. Also, if you get those kind of deep lines, like I said, my smile lines are very deep. I do notice that when I use this, they are not so etched and deep, even if I am tired. It really just kind of plumps up any wrinkles and fine lines that you may have. I always haul it. What can I say? I bought it about 5 or 6 times, so you guys know I really love it. And then I saw on the website that Fresh came out with a new product in the Sea Breeze face line, and I was like, oh my god, I have to have it. This is the Sea Breeze Skin Nutrition Booster for face and eye creams. And the reason I got this is because sometimes before I was using the actual face oil, and I was using it in the morning if my skin was really dry, just to drop in with my daily face moisturizer. But basically this is a more concentrated version of the face oil, I gather, and so 1 to 2 drops of this. It says you only need to use it 2 to 4 times a week with your daily face moisturizer or eye cream. It says it can be used alone, but so far I've put this twice in my daily moisturizer. Actually, I put it on today as well before I went in with my makeup and washed my face, after I washed my face, and I do like it. It definitely does moisturize my skin and leave it very hydrated and full and nice. I just love hydrated skin because my skin is so dry, so anything for extra moisture, give it a go. This is pricey, but I do feel it's going to last for a very long time because literally 1 drop is all you need with your moisturizer and you're good to go. Next up, I have some Cover FX products. These 3 were actually sent to me, but they were things that were in my cart on Sephora.com for the VIB sale, and you can get them there, so I definitely want to talk about them. The first thing they sent me is their Illuminating Primer. This I am so excited to try because I have seen nothing but good things said about this on YouTube and Instagram. Basically, if you have dry skin or normal skin, I think if you have oily skin, you might not want to use this product, but for spring and summer, this is supposed to give your skin the most gorgeous natural glow under foundation, and you really are supposed to notice a difference reading the reviews on Sephora.com. Like, it does give you a definite glow without being an oil slick, so I am super stoked to try this out. I will definitely update you guys. Another thing that is, oh, I'm so excited about this. This was in my cart and it sold out before I checked out. These are the custom cover drops, and I mean, unless you've been living under a rock, you will have heard of these. This is basically pure pigment, and what you can do is mix this with a primer like the Illuminating Face Primer, your face lotions, beauty oils, foundations, anything. Just 1 to 4 drops depending on the coverage you want, and you can basically have customized coverage, which is, I mean, it's just pretty revolutionary. I haven't heard of another brand to do this. So I'm in the shade G50, which is Golden 50, and it's a perfect match. And I wanted this because, like I said, in the summertime it gets very hot and humid, and especially when I go to Florida, I'm just going to want to create my own tinted moisturizer with enough coverage. I actually did use this today earlier. Before I actually did all my makeup, I went out and ran errands for a few hours, and I put 2 drops of this in with my daily moisturizer, my Olay Daily Moisturizer. The coverage it gave was amazing. If you guys follow me on Snapchat, I did a first impressions. I wore this without powder or anything like that, and I wore it I think for 4 hours sweating, and it still looked great when I took it off. I only took it off because I wanted to do my makeup and switch everything up for this video, but this is something that I just think is going to be a staple in my collection from now on. I just think it's cool. It works, and it is just one of the best things to come out makeup wise. And then finally, they also sent me their Illuminating setting powder. This is in the shade Light, but Light is basically a translucent powder. You can use it to set your T-zone, but definitely still for a glow. So I am super excited to try all three of the Cover FX products together. I'll probably do a foundation routine with them just because I think for spring and summer, I'm all about glowy skin right now. So I think the three combined are going to give a beautiful glowy yet not oily and being able to stay like demi-matte in the T-zone kind of face, which is perfect for the upcoming seasons. It looks like effortless, but you put in effort if you know what I mean. So yeah, let me know if you guys are interested in that video below and I will get on it for you. And then last but not least, I just have 3 more products to show you. These are not from the Sephora Vib sale. I have 2 things from MAC and 1 thing from MakeupGeek, but like I want to show you guys, but I have nowhere else to put them because they're just little random. So I hope you guys don't mind me adding them to the end of the haul. I guess I'll start with the MakeupGeek because that is solo. I picked up another one of their foil finish eyeshadows, probably against my better judgment because I've had Grandstand and that has broken 3 times on me. And not even because I've been rough with it, but it is so crumbly. So I don't know, I had to have this though because it just looks so pretty on everyone I've seen it. This is in the Spotlight and it is just a peachy golden shade. It is the eyeshadow that I have all on my lids today. It's very reflective, it's very shimmery, it's very light, but it is very, very pretty. So it's what's on my lids today and I'm glad about it, but praying it doesn't break on me. And then from MAC, I just purchased 2 things, well, 2 lip products actually. The first is a lip pencil that I have wanted forever since it came out. Like, these are permanent items. You know when they extended their lip liner line to new permanent ones? This is in the shade Edge to Edge, and this one sold out and only just came back in stock, and I am so stoked to have it. Edge to Edge is like a pinker, like it's like a pinky mauve color, so it will work really great with Lolita and Patina. It reminds me of MAC's Soar, but less brown and definitely more pink than MAC's Soar, and it is beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I'm wearing it today, lined for my lips and also filling my lips in underneath the liquid lipstick that I'm wearing to give it more pink tones, but this is like the summer Soar. And finally, I picked up a lipstick from the Julia Petite collection, or Petite. This was so hard to get my hands on. I actually had to buy this on Amazon because this didn't come out in Canada at all. And I told myself I needed it, but I probably don't because I have 10 things like it, but it is gorgeous. It isn't the lipstick in Bokeh. It is a mid-tone pink with a little bit of brown in it. It's a satin lipstick, which is my favorite. It definitely reminds me of MAC Brave, which is one of my favorite lipsticks. And it's a lot like Lolita too, but less brown and more pink. It is just a perfect everyday color. Like in the old days, I would track things down from collections. So I was like a throwback to like my old MAC is Crack days when I would like hunt things down like a crazy person because I was like, I have to have this at all costs. So I do really like it, but is it a must-have? No, it is not, especially not for the price I paid for it, but it is beautiful and I will use it and I will love it. So yeah guys, that is it. That is all of my haul. I can't wait to put this stuff away and put it to use. And I also want to film a makeup collection for you guys next. So I want to put this stuff away and then clear everything out and just be like, because I really don't need any more makeup, but I'm super excited to play with all this stuff. Like getting new makeup is so fun, you guys know that. So what did you guys pick up from the VIB sale? Definitely let me know below. Of course, if you want any tutorials, reviews, or any other videos on anything I showed in this video, let me know in the comments below and I will catch you guys in the next one. Thank you guys so much for watching and I'll talk to you soon. Bye.